the whole floor is wet in there because of it.
Oh no.
What are you pointing at?
I started to lie. No, they okay. So this is there's Jade and Larson. In case you can't read my handwriting, I can. Um,
I always have.
I
You have great handwriting.
I know, but just in case if something doesn't look right, because I was in a scramble. Because that looks like it could be a J, but it's a Y. I mean a G. All right, you can pick whichever color you want for Jade or Trisha, and these are there's no sign color. One's nickel, one's gunmetal. Both of them are pretty. And then I just put a tag, and then yeah, and just hit me back with their individual like take a picture of the postage with so that way I know which tracking goes with which, so I can send it to them so they can track it. All right, I love you. Oh, did you like the pineapple one? Because what I was going to tell you at that our grocery store thing by CVS, they had like cases for like $4. Yeah, but it's only in that flavor. Okay. good good morning, everybody. Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Arnetta, Linda, Muriel, Sandra. I'm having a breakout. I have a huge pimple on my nose. I look like Bozo the Clown. Straight up. No. I was giving Kendall the winners for the Freya box, a Reiki box. Why did I say Freya? I was reading a book with a character named Freya, and I'm still like engrossed in her character. So he can mail them out today. One of the winners I'm going to be seeing next week, so her package is coming with me in my carry on, so I can give it to her in person, which is the first place winner, which is pretty cool. I'm excited. Yeah, today I have a lot of cool things I'm going to do. I am going to be doing a cutout with the rotary cutters in my Patreon team. We're going to be doing the Delilah wallet from Unicats. I thought I had the wallet. Usually, okay, I don't have the paper work over here. It's over there. This wallet is really, really nice. Unicats is a excellent designer. The designer herself is pretty well known in the Maggie 55 group. She is one of the best people that ever put the wallet together. Like, she does the wallet executes the wallet so well that it's like the wallet was designed for her. So when she came out with a wallet that had nice round corners, immediately a lot of people jumped on to buying this particular wallet because she executes round corners on the classic 55 zip around wallet to a T. So I'm really excited that we're doing this wallet in the group. I've never done it. I was supposed to test for it, but I think I was like sick when the wallet came out, and I couldn't test for it. So I'm really excited that I get to do it with this group. So we're cutting it out. I don't have my materials. So when I get off of here, I have to do materials because apparently this week Shanova is taking her time cutting out pattern pieces and just like last minute, like, let me grab this, and this is what we're gonna make. I'm not mad at my last one for the candy one. The candy bag is coming out cute, like, and I'm like feeling it. As we were making some of the exterior yesterday, I was like popping my own collar off camera because I was like, hey, this is cute. I picked up all the materials 10 minutes before we got on to cut it out. So normally it takes me hours. I scrutinize over picking out materials. Nobody knows that is my Achilles. That is the bane of my existence because I second guess myself more than any person. And it was really refreshing to like talk to other people that make bags, and they say that it takes them an exorbitant amount of time to pick out fabrics. And I know some people can do it effortlessly, and I'm jealous of you. The people that can do it, just like, oh, this and this, I'm jealous of you. Maybe I low key despise you. I don't know. I can't. It's jealousy's an ugly trait. I know it, but it is what it is. Good morning. Good morning. How's the weather in Australia? I was just watching somebody, one of my favorite well, not podcasters, one of my favorite true crime guys, Coffee and Crime. He just moved to Australia, and I was like, I wonder, like, he moves all over the world. His accent's very interesting because it's, you could tell it's kind of like a modge podge of like everywhere he's ever lived, like Britain, America, everything. And now he's in Australia. I just found that out, and I was like, oh, that is so cool. Just like to pick up and live in another part of the world. Hey, Roberta. I know she's in Beamore. I am going to see Roberta, and Roberta's going to see my face that keeps breaking out this weekend. Oh yeah, I can send you. I have a tablet. Hold on. Yeah, I can send a Patreon. I could put a Patreon link. There's different tiers to my Patreon. We have 4 tiers. We have the Thimbles. The Thimbles is like people that just want to low key um, support my platform, and they want a little bit of contact but not too much, where they get to learn a new I should call it the Thimbles, or like Liam Nelson, they learn a new skill trait. Something just a new skill trait. We all learn a new skill trait. Like we're going to be learning the Lynette on Monday, and they also have access to interviews. So this series of interviews I'm doing for this month of 2025, I bring different content creators, different teachers on to give different information about different topics. I've had people on to explain about organization. I've had people talk about pricing. I had different people talking about the difference in accounting, what is dubbed by the IRS about a business versus a hobby, and when does the IRS view this as such, and when you can get in trouble. I had people talking about how you can take your quilting and incorporate it into your bag making and things along that line. So I had people talking about what you can do in the bag world that is not in our little sewing community. A guest speaker who worked on a set of a couple of major TV shows, and explaining how they got to work on a TV show as a creator. And and then we have someone this month. They're well known. They're very well known. But I think I picked things from these other creators that people don't normally see. Like this particular creator, this person came up very similar to all of us. They didn't start off with bag making. They actually started off with doll clothes and things along that line. They had, they worked a lot of in-person gigs. So that's what I want to highlight and discuss, so that way my Patreon can get information about how they set up, how did their setup start? Like how did they evolve? What worked for them and what didn't work for them? So like this is what this is about. And my next person is going to be someone that's going to talk about photography, how to kind of model your bags. How can you make your pictures stand out better, and what works and what doesn't work. So this is what that my one one thing I offer. Then we have our monthly sew along, and we alter or do different things to the bag to make it change a little bit different. And the tiers for that is the seam rippers, the bobbins, and the rotary cutters. Where it starts to shift, the bobbins and the rotary cutters get to do the cutting out of the video for the sew along. Then the rotary cutters get a different thing where they get to do an accessory, as additional sew along accessory, as well as they get to do a cut along video uh, of that accessory. So we do a lot in the group. It sometimes it doesn't feel like that, but when I look at a calendar, I'm like, yeah, we do a lot. And I have fun. It like legitimately, I feel like the group keeps me on my toes, and the people that pick things, they pick different bags. I have never sewed a pedal bag until this month, and I'm really honored that someone threw that request out there, and now I know a different designer, and now I learned new techniques. And I gotta tell you, for the candy bag, one of my favorite techniques is that the designer's recess zipper. If anything, you get the bag just so you learn her recess zipper technique. It was pretty cool, and like I said, I love how she does her lining, slip pocket, and zipper pocket. There are people that do something similar, but she executes it a completely different. And I think that's my hidden skill in the sewing world, is that I can see when designers do something different and how I can utilize it into other parts of bag making, kind of like the little beast behind me, how I was able to take one part of Ora Rosa, one part of of another bag, and start combining them. That's my weird skill trait. So, yeah, I could definitely give you my Patreon information if you're interested. There's no pressure, but it's always a good time, and you have like so many different people from different walks of life, and there's tons and tons of content. If you've been like dying to learn the hitchhiker, I was one of the original people that did videos on the hitchhiker from like 2-3 years ago. So um just different things. uh my Samsung keeps on updating. It's driving me absolutely batty. Let's see. Good morning. So yeah, today we're doing, like I said, the Unicats Delilah, and I'm really excited. I don't know what materials I'm going to be using. Um, I know the people that made it. I have the, because I'm a tester, I have the privilege of remembering what the tester people said. I know the testers went ham and they enjoyed it, and they say it comes together relatively fast. I do know that it has like, I believe, 50 or 60 pages, but whenever a tester bag has that many pages, I'm giddy, because that means that the designer really explained every corner and turn in my eyes. And yes, it's not fun to print out sometimes, but I like to print too, because I like to highlight every time the seam allowance is there, or especially if it changes. I am that person that has different highlight colors. Like if the seam allowance is 3/8 of an inch and then the top stitching is 1/8, the seam allowance will be highlighted in blue, the 1/8 of an inch will be highlighted in pink, and if they switch it up and say that like the basting is 1/4, 1/4 will be yellow. So I will go through the whole entire pattern and highlight different colors and do it that way, especially on my tester patterns. And if you ever look really closely on any of my videos, you'll see writing and different stuff on that. And that is for me to help the flow of the video. I don't usually have a million takes in my video. I usually can sit there and do it all in one take, because of going through the pattern ahead of time and doing little things like that. That's why I stress to people a lot, please read the pattern before you do any cutting or anything, and just do things that we learned in like 5th and 4th grade. Highlighting and underlining things can literally save you worlds of trouble and make you understand the bag a lot better. So, yeah, hold on. Okay. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today. And then I'm also trying to see if I can get done uh I'm going to do a date Nightdena. I'm going to be teaching the date Nightdena at the Saks in California. And I want to make a couple, because the ones that I made sold at AwesomeCon. So I wanted to make a few for the shore leave, and also post them in the group, because I don't this wallet is super unusual. And if you go onto Aura Rosa's website, you'll see a lot of testers, and like the super nerdy ones like Alice in Wonderland and Lord of the Rings. Those were mine. And they sold. People really like the feel of the wallet. It kind of looks like it's an eyeglass carrier, but then when you open it up and you see that there are 12 credit card slots, there's enough room to put a cell phone and your eyeglass. And the thing I think that is the thing that I sell it off the most about, is that you can legitimately put a pair of eyeglasses in there and go. Like, it's going to be protected because the three-dimensional shape of the wallet. Um, People really like that sunglass case, and I wallet case. But I always try to tell people it is one of the most unique shapes, but it fits so elegantly into every bag, and it kind of is a showstopper when you take it out. People are like, "Who's this wallet by?" Because it looks something like something that a Prada or someone a higher end wallet would have. It's just not that two-dimensional flat shape. It's just, I don't know, there's something about the wallet that gets a lot of attention. So I wanted to make another one just to show people like, hey, this is what it is again, because I don't have any to show anyone, because I every time I make them they sell out. So I wanted to make another one and go for it. See, get those highlights. Sean's all about it too. Let's highlight these bad boys. It helps highlighting and having bright pencils and whatever. It's just, I also put mine in Trapper Keepers. That's another story another day. So, um, yeah, whenever I find Trapper Keepers at like at a thrift store, your girl buys them. I'm a nerd. What do you want from me? So, I'm a nerd. So yeah, just whatever, just like go back to you as a child, and when you were learning about like studying, and your fifth grade teacher was like highlight or post-its. I do use arrow post-its or something big. If you're going to be at the so whatever retreat, just ask for my notes in my Trapper Keeper, and you're gonna be like, what the heck? There's some notes that you're gonna see a certain note where like there's like arrows saying this is the most crucial part, and I'm not even kidding. If you can get past this one part, the bag is in your back. You can just you can just do whatever. You made it. You're past the hardest part of the bag, and there's the rest of this is a cakewalk. And it's fairly easy if you read the directions, but the thing is that it's a paragraph. So I think what happens is a lot of people go back to how we are in high school or elementary school, when we see that paragraph and like it's like a teacher asking you to read it out loud, and people are laughing, popping gum, and all of a sudden you're breaking out in sweat, and you're like, I don't want to read, because if I say a word, everybody's going to laugh and they're going to talk about it at recess. Right? That's what's happening when you're having this thing. So what I like to do is I like to break it down with highlighters, with all the 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 sizing information, and the when to go in 1/8 of an inch, when to go down 1 inch, and it becomes so much easier. And after that part, everything is a cakewalk, and you can make this bag. The Mini E is one of my favorite bags to make because it is fairly fast to make. It's just this one part. You just have to trace the 3/8 of an inch on either end, move it over 1/8 of an inch, clip it, and move it down one inch. And once you got this, that this little part, it's done. But it's hard in the moment to do it because you're reading it, you're like, what is she saying? So once you got that, you're cake. You got you're getting your Aquamets order day? Yes. You got your Kane Ewok fabric. Oh yeah, I like so. My favorite Ewok fabric was from, I'm always saying it wrong. Rabbit Zombie. I don't know. She always has really cool Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and anything Ewok. She also has ribbon that you can use for lanyards. Oh my god, it's what I use. Yeah, the foam. Let's see. Um, so yeah, that's basically my plan today, is just doing that, and I'm cutting out a date night. Dina, hopefully I can cut out two. Tomorrow I have no obligations. I was supposed to do a one-on-one sewing, but the person has a flu, so we're rescheduling it for later on this month. So I'm going to do a little bit of sewing, and then I have my conference call for the back of the back. I'm waiting on for like two people to get some quotes for some leather. Um, Yeah, that's all I have. You think you're going live this? What are you going to be sewing, Liz? Or do you have a special announcement? And that's the Patreon information. I don't. Yeah, I want to go live so hard and so random stuff, like during the afternoon. You have no idea during the evening, but my kids come home from school like at 3, and my kids, there is no shame in their game. See, like the thing is that it's different. When I'm down here at 3, they come down and they'll ask me like random stuff, like just like random stuff. Like if they have an opportunity to embarrass me, 100% they will. And then, or they'll just sit down and they'll just talk about like random stuff, whether I'm on a live or not. And you will see my face go through so many weird changes because I'm like, I can't believe they asked me this. And then wherever my kids go, the shadow that I call Loki feels that he is welcome. Then you'll hear things getting knocked around because Loki, wherever he's at, he knocks something around because he thinks he's the size of a chihuahua when he's like 150-pound dog. When Loki, I am 5'9". When Loki puts his paws on me, he is head to head. Like he is not small by any fleet. And then I'll have Kendall. Kendall just be like, da da da, talking. I'm talking to you, and you're like, I am live, sir. So the only time I think if I ever go on a sporadic live, it has to be when they're gone. Because other than that, I am fully inviting you guys into a reality TV where in my reality I want to embarrass myself. So I don't know. Ooh, the tailor toe. Yeah. Hey, Karen. You want to see what bag? The bag that I showed 2 days ago? The Hey, Julie. Yeah, Loki's a big boy and he does not play. I mean, no, he plays. And the thing is that okay, when my children are at school and at work, he doesn't come down here. He knows the rules. He only brings his water bowl if it's dry. He'll bring his leash if he wants to walk. Yeah, he's smart. Like the thing is that Loki is too smart for his own thing. He'll bring his toy down here and drop it if he wants me to play. So like Loki is he's aware. Like if he gets bored, he'll come down here to give me something, but he doesn't like just lay down here and bring dog stuff. It's just like, oh, mom, you've been gone for 2 hours. This is unacceptable. Come upstairs and let's play tug of war, and I'm gonna knock your arms out of the socket. Things like that. Or like, they did not give me water, mom, and they did. This dog is. I don't know if there was a water drinking contest for a dog. I could bet on Loki. Like, there's not a lot of stuff I can bet on, but that I could definitely bet on. And like, it's a huge water bowl. And the thing is, you could hear it. Like, if Patreon I do so live with between noon and 3, whatever. If they ever hear like a ding, 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 ding going down the stair, like a stairs, that is Loki with his water bowl. His water bowl is ginormous, and if it's empty, he'll bring it down. If he had a voice box, I think I would. I love that dog. That's my favorite person. But man. So, and I make sure it's filled with ice cold water. Like he's bad and bougie. I put ice in there and I fill it all the way to the top. He just drinks. And I took him to the doctor. I was like, does he have like diabetes or like he drinks so much water? And they're like, no, because he's such a big dog and the slobber intake. I don't know. He just drinks a lot of water. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's nothing's changed. It's just this one. It's this one with the shoe thing on the back. It's the same one that it's the same one that I showed earlier with the shoe. That's the one I showed. I can't wait to see everybody too. No, I can't have an automatic water bowl for him. He's too big. He's too big. He weighs 150 pounds. He weighs more than my oldest child. So yeah, none of my children weigh more than him. So yeah, he's a beast. And my husband I want another King Corso though. I'm not gonna even lie. They're very intelligent and very loyal and sweet. The drool though. And they want to kiss you after they drink water. It's just okay. Anyway, so I can't do that because of Loki. And then also, I don't know about you, but I don't know if you have time frames when packages come. That's whenever I'm on live, that's when packages come too. What up, Lynette? Oh my god, that's kind of cute though. Oh yeah, no, so like with our old fridge, like he was able to nudge the ice machine. Now we have ice coming directly into the freezer because like if he sees that he can push something for ice, like I said, he's smart. Being smart doesn't mean equate to being good though. Like here's the thing. A lot of villains are really smart. I mean, to be a villain, a mastermind, you have to be smart. I'm just saying. And yeah, like he's like you don't see him. He'll usually come right here and he'll snuggle, then he'll go back up there. But if a kid is down here doing laundry, working out, doing whatever they're doing in downstairs basement, that means that oh, one of them are down here. That means it's okay for me. And I'm like, no, I can't focus if he's down here because he's into something. It's Loki. His name suits him. The trickster god. I should have named him Thor. Because it's like I gave him that name and he lives up to that name. He's so damn cute though. So yep. No, okay, so oh, yeah, they do. But see, here's the thing, like okay, here's the thing. I have Roxy. I know I don't speak about her a lot, but whoever you hear barking most of the time is Roxy. So my daughter got flowers from her boyfriend. So I ran upstairs. Loki is right beside me. This lady, he's not barking. He's not barking. He's just looking at her. He's sitting. This lady is looking at Loki. And I'm like, hey, I'm right here, right here. He's not gonna do anything. And she's like, she's shaking. At this point, I'm like, oh shit. So I close the door. I'm like, look, you have to go outside because you're scaring the lady. He's walking with me to the outside. And I swear to God, if this dog is laughing, he's laughing at this point because he's like wagging his tail. So he goes out to the backyard. I come and Roxy now is sitting beside me. Roxy's significantly smaller than Loki. Like she's like 60 pounds. Okay. Maybe soaking wet. 55, 60. So Roxy's like barking or whatever. And I go walk outside. I'm like, he's gone. He won't do anything. He's a gentle giant. He doesn't bite. And like, as she's handing me the flowers, she's shaking. She's like, can you please sign this? And I'm like, I am so sorry. I did not mean to scare you. I just automatically, when I walk up here, he's just right beside me. I apologize. I did not mean to scare you. I did not mean to scare her. Loki just comes with me when I answer a door. Like, this is a dog I can literally walk without a leash. I don't do that because I know he can scare people. I'm a responsible pet owner. I won't do that because I don't walk Loki during during transitional school hours. Like the elementary school pre-K gets out at 11 and 12. I won't walk him during that time. And I don't walk my dog during 2 to 3 and 3 to 4 because kids get out. And when you see a big black dog and you're afraid of dogs, it can be traumatizing. And I don't want to do that. Even though I know Loki won't hurt them, when you're afraid of something, you don't care. So she's like, oh, it's okay. She's visibly stuttering. So I grab the flowers. I'm like, oh, these are so beautiful. I sign them. I grab the balloons and whatever. So Loki patiently is waiting at the back door, his tails wagging, and I'm like, okay, you got to stop Loki scaring people, because it would be better if you barked. The fact that you're just sitting there just staring at people is like menacing. It's uncomfortable, right? So when Loki doesn't like someone, is the most terrifying thing you've ever seen. His his hat goes, his little mohawk goes up, and they wag their tail. Anyone that has a cane corso can let you know. Cane corsos wag their tail when they don't like you too. Watch if you watch on YouTube, just put when cane corsos attack. They're one of the only breeds that wag their tail when they're about to attack. They're very possessive over their family, and a lot of people, when they're about to get attacked, they don't know it, because they're like, oh, he's friendly, or she's friendly, she's wagging their tail. No, it's actually quite the opposite. So even though he's half Great Dane and half Cane Corso, he does a lot more things like Cane Corsos do. He is goofy like a Great Dane. Don't get me. He does the most silliest things, but when it comes into like someone he doesn't like and he wants to protect, he's very much Cane Corso, and he is like a freaking little night stalker. Like, he won't say anything. Like, he will see you at the door and he'll be absolutely quiet. And because he's the color of midnight, if you bring packages when it's dark, it is absolutely terrifying. Like, I've had Amazon leave packages on the first set of steps and not bring it to the door because of him. And the thing is that I'm so used to him being my shadow, I never think twice about putting him out back when I get packages, because he's my dog and he is supposed to be my protector, but he terrifies people, like, except kids. Kids go up to him, kids will pull his ear, bite him, whatever, and he'll just give him his belly. Like, Loki, stop giving people your belly. They're going to see you're weak. Kids can bite Loki, pull on him, ride him, and he'll just sit there and take it in. It's just certain adults he does not he don't like. He loves children. My kids are number one at it. Like, they just jump all over him like he's a freaking teddy bear. Like, he's a very interesting dog. Like, I've never had a dog like him before. Yeah. Yeah, those huskies can talk though. Huskies are challenging because they're vocal. That they're the most. Did you guys see the husky that they in Italy that has like an Italian accent? I watched that thing like 100 times. Like, I'm like, oh my god, this thing is the most coolest, smartest dog ever. At the same time, I would be like, is he cussing me out? Like, he's cussing me out, right? Like, oh my god, he opened doorknobs to escape? No, yeah, no. Mm-mm. I'll be like, we have a problem. Yeah, yeah, Corsos are like a very interesting breed. The more I learn about them, the more intriguing they are. There's a video, one of the most scariest videos I've ever seen on YouTube is like these three Cane Corso puppies. They're 9 months old, and they took down a cub bear. And I was like, what the what? They're a very interesting thing. They were bred for the Romans. They're a very interesting breed, and they're loyal to their family, but nobody else. Like, nobody else. And they're very intriguing. And like, Loki is he's very quiet, and he creeps up on you. Like, I was like, I should have named him to T'Challa, like, for Black Panther, because he is so quiet. Like, for something that big, it should not sneak up on you. And then this is what's scary, because I always said like, oh, like, if a panther was to sneak up on me, I'll be able to tell. I realize now I was woefully incorrect, because Loki has startled me in so many ways that I realized that if a cat, a mountain lion, a panther, a cheetah, I would have zero chance. Because like, sometimes we build things up in our head thinking that we can do something impossible, because how can we not hear a cat go up on against us? We're wrong. We're not going to win. Mm-mm. No. Loki has scared the living heck out of me like a million times in the shower where I should be just having gray hair just out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. I'll be like, I'm singing my heart out in the shower, like, yeah, like rapping, and then all of a sudden I look down, there's a face full of suds staring at me, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, why? Like he's an interesting pup. Like, and he's quiet when he wants to be, but then when he's vocal, he's like he's vocal for Kendall. Like he has like this dog has like this massive bark, but when Kendall comes home, he sounds like a turkey, and you're like, he's funny though. But like he's a good boy. He's a he's a big ass kid. That's he acts like the baby. He acts like the baby, but when he wants to be like, oh, big and bad, it's quite interesting. And he anyone that knocks on the door, he appears. Like, so like my son goes get answers the door, he's there. If both of my daughters or any one of my daughters do it, he's there. My husband's opened the door, he's there. He doesn't allow anyone to open the door without him being there. But he doesn't go in attack mode. He's just sitting right there beside you. And it's like the most intriguing thing. And then we brought it up to our vet, and she was like, that's his way of protecting you. Like, but she was like, and he's not growling or barking. I was like, no, he's just sitting. And she was like, interesting. That's just Loki. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Dogs do need to know when they need to be gentle and like hit. Like Loki's been around babies, and he'll sniff their toes, and they will shove their feet in their eyes and his eyes, and stinger his fingers at their nose, and he'll just be like wagging his tail and letting them do it. He's, I mean, he's used to it because like I swear, like my middle child Hope like wrestles with him like she is a WWE wrestler, and he takes it. Yeah, just on the belly and take it. Yeah. Good morning, Margie. Yeah, they just take it. Like, yeah, Loki gives belly. Like, I'm like, if we were in the jungle, you would be dead. And he's probably like, Mom, you keep saying these things that will never happen. So I can't just give me your belly. He'll just I'll be vacuuming the carpet. He'll just give it to me. I'm like, what? What are you doing? But then I'm on the ground rubbing his belly and playing with him, and then my kids are like, I can't with you. I don't know. I love I he's my baby. I can't explain it. Like I love that dog like so much, but it's so funny. He's a weird little cookie himself. Like my vet's always curious because he has dew claws on the back of his paws too. He has it on all four paws, and she's like, does any of his brothers or sisters? And he had one. It was a big litter. There was 11 of them, and there's only one other sibling that had them, but neither one of the parents had them. And she's always intrigued with Loki because she thought when he was little that it will be snagged or whatever and it'll come off, but they're rock hard. They don't snag on anything. And she's very intrigued with anything. I'm like that pet parent that don't believe in cropping tails and cropping ears. Just like however God made you, that's the way you're gonna stay. So he's an interesting little pup. He's not. I know. I call dogs until they're puppies. Roxy's gonna be 10 and she's still a puppy. So that's how it goes. But I am going to finish now my cold coffee. Might have to stick it into a microwave. I know there's like a hot plate that you could put for coffee. I might need to look into one of those. And maybe grab an apple or a banana or both. And get ready for this, cutting out some patterns, and then work with Patreon. But I hope everyone does really good today and have a good day. Liz, when you go live, I will definitely watch it unless I'm with Patreon. If not, then I'll watch the replay. Guys, watch Liz. She's very funny. And then you get to see cats. I like cats. I'm just allergic to some of the danders, so I kind of live vicariously between Liz, Brittany, and Lauren. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, cats. They're so pretty and they're so smart. So smart. Smarter than puppies. But you know? All right. I hope everyone has a wonderful day and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.